So it's the 17th of July today. I thought I would make a mental note of this and record it down because I came off my contraceptive pill about a month ago now. When we got back off our recent holiday, I had like my break in between taking packets, and then you get like a bleed, which is not really a period, but it's like a period. And after that I took a couple of days worth of my pill, and I was like, actually I think now's the right time to come off it because I have PCOS. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get pregnant, so I just thought, why not come off it now? I came off my pill in 2015 and found out I had PCOS, and I basically didn't get a period throughout the whole time of being off my pill in 2015. So obviously I thought, if I'm not going to get a period, might make it a little bit difficult for us when we're trying to have a baby in the next few years. So yeah, I came off my pill a month ago, and I was very pleasantly surprised this morning when I got my period. I had the symptoms like for a couple of days, maybe 3 or 4 days. I had a headache yesterday, which I don't really get headaches, but obviously because I've been on my pill since I was like 16, I don't really know what my true PMS symptoms are. So I think that was probably a symptom yesterday. I had a headache. I've been really bloated for the last like week. Then my breasts have been really big and swollen. I was like, is it just me or my boobs like massive at the moment? And Oliver kind of agreed that my boobs were huge. So yeah, I think I've had a good couple of symptoms leading up to it, and then like this morning that there was a bit of spotting, and I was like, oh my god, am I getting my period? And like I didn't want to tempt fate, like literally just hoped it was gonna arrive today. Like, who's excited for a period? You definitely know you've got PCOS when you're excited when you see your period. So yeah, and I was pleasantly surprised when I got my period today. So who knows, I might be having regular periods again, which is definitely good news if we're going to be trying for a baby in the next few years. So yeah, I thought I would just document this day because I was pretty pleased about that. It's definitely a good step forward. So hopefully, yeah, regular periods would be really good now. So fingers crossed. It's the 20th of August and I got my period last night. So I'm counting this as my like first full day, and I was sort of expecting it to arrive because it was about a month ago that I got the last one. So it seems that my body has actually got into a bit of a regular cycle, which is really good because I think I probably said the last time I filmed one of these clips to say I'd got a period, like the last time I came off the pill, I just got nothing for like 9 months, no period. So yeah, the fact that I'm hopefully getting a regular cycle should help us in trying to conceive and trying to get pregnant. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased that my body is, fingers crossed, doing what it's supposed to be. Did actually have a week, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago actually, no, maybe 3 weeks, and I felt totally off and unexplainable. I'm quite aware of my own body and like the way I feel and stuff, and I couldn't put my finger on how I was feeling. I was absolutely shattered one day, which is not like me, and I felt quite nauseous and just not myself. I couldn't put my finger on it, and we thought maybe I might have been pregnant because I know that you can get like a bleed when you're pregnant. So I was thinking, like, was that thing that I had like the first time a period, or was it a bleed because I was actually pregnant? I mean, in my brain I thought, no, this is probably very unlikely because I do have a condition which is going to make it probably harder for us to get pregnant. But I just felt very odd that week. Oliver agreed that I was sort of not quite myself, and yeah, we took a couple of tests and they were actually negative. So yeah, that was our first kind of taster of disappointment and not really being aware of what was going on. My body is obviously doing some crazy things. I'm not really sure what was going on there. Might be because, you know, I've been on the pill for 10 years. Maybe my hormones are a little bit all over the place and trying to regulate themselves. So yeah, doing lots of crazy things at the moment, my body, but fingers crossed regular periods might be on the cards again. So I won't update you again unless they suddenly stop or we think we might be pregnant again. Who knows? Hopefully this is a good start and the way we need to be going. It's the 30th of September. I'm like shaking, I can't even hold this camera up at the moment. My period is quite late, maybe like 2 weeks late. Well, I'm not really sure. It's definitely late. And I just took a pregnancy test. Yeah, I was home alone and I just wanted to take a test without Oliver because I was worried it was going to be like a negative result, and we've taken a few and like I don't want him to be disappointed. So I just wanted to take it on my own, see what the late period might mean, and if it's nothing, just go on and try not to get his hopes up or whatever. And I just took the pregnancy test. And it says pregnant. 3+. I don't even know what that means. I've not even read the instructions. I just got a pregnant result on a pregnancy test, which with my PCOS I didn't think was going to be possible. And I know obviously this is like stupidly early, but I've never had a pregnant result on a pregnancy test before. And yeah, my heart is actually pounding in my chest. Oliver is just going to freak out when he sees this. I know I should have done it with him, but I was just really worried it was going to be a negative result again. I didn't want him to be disappointed. So yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I've got a naughty pug on my lap at the moment. No, I've got to sit nicely if you're staying here. Hang on, let me put her down. It's the 5th of November today and I am 10 weeks pregnant, or so we think. I'm about 10 weeks pregnant now, and we've got an appointment, our first appointment, to see the midwife this afternoon. Yeah, so that's really scary and crazy, and yeah, it's pretty exciting today. So I'm not really sure what to expect. I think it's basically just like the start of your kind of maternity plan or something. I'm not really sure. I had to fill out a few forms and stuff, like giving my basically my healthcare history and Oliver's and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to speak to the midwife this afternoon. I've got an appointment at 2:30. Oh, you little pickle. Oh, you can't come. You can't come. You'd be too pestful. So yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure what to anticipate from it. I don't know if there's going to be like a blood test. I'm really hoping that we get a scan soon, because yeah, until we have a scan, I mean, I've got quite a lot of the pregnancy symptoms. I've not been myself. The morning sickness isn't as bad, although the other night I was horrendous again, like felt really rough. I was in bed by 8:30. I think it was a Saturday evening. Oliver had gone out for his friend's birthday, and I just like messaged him like, I'm going to bed. It's a good job you're out, because I'm not going to be much company, or I wouldn't have been much company. I just felt so, I actually thought I was going to be sick. Oh, my eyebrows doing weird things. But yeah, otherwise it's not been too bad. But then yesterday I was like really not hungry, but like my stomach just doesn't seem to be filling up, like, or I need to eat really regularly. Like after it's been about 2 hours and I've not had any food, my stomach physically grumbles. It's like empty, and I feel like when you get like that empty feeling, then you start feeling sick again. So yeah, it's a bit, I like last week and the week before were quite good weeks. The weeks before that were the rough ones. So I've had like 2 weeks where I felt pretty good, really. But I think I read that about week 10 you have a bit of a like the morning sickness rears its ugly head again. But hopefully that should like all calm down soon. Like, but yeah, I'm really excited to have a scan. So I really hope that's going to be soon. It's just going to make it feel so real. I'm quite emotional today. My granddad died 8 years ago today, so it's kind of ironic that I'm seeing a midwife about new life today. And I've just been, yeah, getting a bit emotional about stuff. I'm not really sure where this footage is going to go. I have started, and maybe I'll put in like a trying to conceive on our pregnancy journey kind of type vlog thing. I looked at the footage the other day of me the day I took the pregnancy test, and I don't seem very excited, but I was very overwhelmed. That was just like my initial reaction. I wasn't expecting it to be a pregnant result. I didn't feel I had no pregnancy symptoms apart from a late period at that time, although they quickly appeared after I had the pregnancy test, like basically a few days after the morning sickness started. So yeah, if I don't seem very excited in that clip, it's not that I wasn't excited. I just was really surprised and overwhelmed, and that was just kind of like my initial reaction to my pregnancy test, which I think I should still include, because I mean, you know, I filmed it after all, and that was the moment after I'd literally just read the pregnant result and I filmed just my reaction. But obviously I'm very excited, but I am the sort of person that like doesn't allow myself to get too excited too soon, because I've been really worried that, you know, if I get my hopes up and I get too excited that something bad might happen. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the scan and hearing the words everything's fine, and like hearing a heartbeat and seeing a baby. Yeah, so hopefully that'll be really soon. So I will let you know how we get on this afternoon. I'll stop like getting emotional. But yeah, today we're seeing the midwife. It's the next day now, as I didn't vlog after we saw the midwife yesterday, and I wanted to just recap what happened yesterday, even though I didn't vlog last night. So yeah, we saw the midwife at 2:30, and she's actually our like opposite neighbour, which I kind of knew it was going to be her because she texted me last week to sort of say everything all right for next week. Originally it was going to be someone else, but it was quite nice to see a familiar face. But yeah, I thought I would just vlog and tell you what happened yesterday, because I'll probably want to remember things like this like in years to come. So yeah, it was like nearly an hour, the appointment, and it's basically just getting the ball rolling for like all of my maternity services that I'm going to be requiring of my health. You know, like they took my weight, my height, blood pressure. I had to blow into this thing to like test for something in my oxygen or something. Yeah, so they went through the folder that I'd filled out and asked loads of questions, and Oliver was there with me. So yeah, basically it went really well, and it was nice to see a familiar face. There was also like a trainee midwife there, and it was just explaining kind of what's going to happen over the next, you know, 6-7 months really, hopefully. I had to have a blood test, and it was like a screening for sickle cell, something else, and Down syndrome. I think they took like, it was 4 different things. I'm not really great with blood tests at all. They do make me feel quite faint. That I have the fear. So yeah, I have to lay down and stuff because I have passed out like with blood tests in the past. So that's like the worst thing for me, the blood tests. But yeah, it was good to get, at least I've done like one now. It's going to be an ultrasound in like the next 3 weeks. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit sooner, to be honest, because we wanted to definitely know that everything's okay before Oliver's birthday. So fingers crossed it comes in before Oliver's birthday, because we'd like to tell everyone on his birthday. That'd be really nice. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. And yeah, it was just a big discussion really. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else important, and we made an appointment for the next time. So yeah, it was basically just getting everything started really, and giving us lots of contact details if we need to speak to anyone, like in like emergencies or just general like contact, like touching base with the midwives and stuff. So yeah, it went really well. And I keep getting so out of breath when I'm vlogging. I don't know why. Must be something to do with the pregnancy, because I'm not normally out of breath. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know how it went. It went good. Feeling positive. I'm really excited to have this ultrasound now and see the little baby, hopefully.